book of 2 Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 5. Let's start at 4. Then shalt thou wilt understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Hawashai, Wahara Kakwadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect that's seeking to be the elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen. Some look like heathen. Excuse me, I'm sorry. To the hopeful elect that's seeking to be the elect, they're scattered abroad amongst the heathen. Some look like heathen. Again with the 144,000 preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom. Now, it's today, February the 1st, the sanctuary cities are set to be losing federal funding. All right. It says Trump set to end sanctuary city funding. All right. So I'm gonna play this video, then I'm gonna bring out some information. All right. So we're in a time of prophecy playing out, and we're witnessing the effects of prophecy. All right. So with them, these sanctuary cities, if they lose funding, if Trump go along with it, it's gonna cause a lot of chaos to these sanctuary cities, which primarily are these major cities in all these states. All right. And we're gonna bring up some information going into what happens when sanctuary cities lose funding. All right, and it's all in the scriptures. All right, so let's play this real quick. And we're in the time of prophecy, man. Hey, Satan, get on you, man, and start playing on your head, playing with your mind, and really it's your how about Shema Shai telling Satan to do that, man, because hey, each brother and sister that's in this faith, our walk is different. But we're all trying to achieve the same goal, all right? Which that goal is that reward, which is salvation. And each brother and sister are being attacked differently, man. So Satan come in and start playing with you. However, you know, you might be, have a problem with patience or something like that. And Yahweh Shema Shai tell Satan, hey, go tempt him. Go mess with him. You know, whatever the situation may be, but hey, we got to fight that, man. Hey, that means that Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with us. All right? It's trying us, it's testing us. See, the trial of our faith is just not the hour of temptation. It's our own personal trial as well. And that's just the beginning, because the hour of temptation is coming too. You see? So, hey, we got to go through a lot, and we must endure everything. Okay? We got to go through a lot, but we must endure everything. We can't go through a lot and endure some things. No, we must endure everything and endure it to the end. Remember, in our patience possess our souls. That's what our Lord Yahweh Shai told us. So, in other words, we got to pass every test, man. All right? Hey, we no longer in the time of being built up for the test. The test here. All right? The test here. All right? We in the test now. This is a trial. All right? And it's going to get worse and worse. All right? But let's play this. So, hey, we got to fight, man. Fight. And I'm talking to myself first and foremost, man.
As they go, and that is... And Los Angeles is among the sanctuary cities bracing for their federal funding to be cut off as soon as this morning. The president promising a crackdown on cities across the country that are resisting the administration's immigration enforcement policies. News Nation's Marcus Espinosa is here with the details. Marcus, good morning. What do we know about the president's plan to cut off funding for so many cities across the country?
Hey, Hannah, good morning. So, as you know, the president will often announce things and then figure them out as they go, and that is seriously the case here as well. Today is the date that the president has said he would begin halting funding for sanctuary cities, but there are many unanswered questions left. The president has alluded to this several times in recent weeks, including in this Truth Social post announcing that February 1st deadline and saying that if states want sanctuary cities, quote, they will have to pay for them. He also spoke about it when he was recently in Davos.
And I have directed that starting immediately, there will be no more payments to sanctuary cities because they are really just sanctuaries for criminals. They're really protecting criminals, and those are the ones we have to get out of the country.
Now, the White House tells News Nation's Kelly Meyer that the Office of Management and Budget is currently coordinating with federal agencies to implement the president's plan and that officials are, quote, gathering a complete report of funds being spent in each state that has a history of fraud. There are still a lot of unanswered questions, though, including whether this will target specific programs or be a more broad directive. This is also already being fought in the courts, and judges have been reluctant to let the federal government use funding cuts as a hammer. So the president has long been critical of sanctuary cities and is calling on Congress to pass legislation to end them for good.
The question now is who could be affected by these funding cuts?
Right, because it's not just sanctuary cities,
Right.
but states as well, and also counties, which is something a lot of folks don't know about. So the president has not laid out which locations will be affected specifically, but the Department of Justice is currently listing 18 sanctuary cities on its website. They include New York, LA, Chicago, Philly, and Seattle, among others. Trump's post and comments specifically, they reference cities, but do not address whether funding cuts would apply to 13 sanctuary states and 4 sanctuary counties as well. But whatever happens, local governments are preparing for that potential impact. Experts say the cuts could affect departments such as housing, public health, emergency management, and also education. The U.S. Community for Refugees and Immigrants says this decision to cut funding would undermine public safety in America's communities. Hannah.
We will see how this plays out. Marcus Espinoza, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download.
You know what you call that? Chaos. Chaos. All right? Chaos. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 46. Let's start up. And verse 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 22. But many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. You see, these funding cuts are going to cause chaos. All right, with no funding, as you just saw, housing, education programs, assistance. It's going to leave people homeless. It's going to put people in a mindset of survival of the fittest mindset. People will be stealing, you know. It just be chaotic. And when people don't have what they need, they go and get it by any means necessary. All right? It says, there shall be no man left to till the ground and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, who shall gather them. The grapes shall ripen, who shall tread them. For all the place shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. Again, less jobs, little to no jobs. Again, going to the city's being cast down. All right? The desire fails, right? No passion. Now, when you jump down to, I'll just read through. For of a city, there should be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. And mind you, this is going to cause a lot of chaos, man. The crime rate is going to increase. All right? It says, and that's why they got these troops set out, too, in all these states. All right, because they know what's coming. See, Trump didn't just decide to say, okay, February the 1st, we're going to cut funding from the sanctuary cities. No, this all been planned, right? So the chaos is coming. They're setting it up. Piece by piece. It says, for the city, there shall be 10 left, and toward the field, they shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the cluster of rocks. As an orchard of olives upon every tree, there are left 3 or 4 olives, or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days, now there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search the houses with the sword. That's these troops, all right, with the guns, going from house to house. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax over, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man traveleth through. Right? No hustling and busting, no moving and grooving as normal. Let's just go ahead and jump down. Let me see. Verse 37. Behold, the plagues are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compared to a womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. And when the time of calamities, all right, hardships, plagues, calamities, and this is one of them. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn. Sorrow shall come upon it on every side. This is a time of sorrow. Okay? Not receiving funding. Hey, that's going to affect these cities, counties, states. All right, the people. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as one that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that has no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap. So also he that planteth the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. In other words, this is not a time to be holding on to the world, as you got to let it go, because it's gone. It's fleeing away. The fashion of this world is passing away. Quick. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers, and therefore they that labor in vain. So you see, everything that you're putting your hands towards and trying to prosper in over here in America is for nothing. Remember, we're in the time of prophecy, the effects of prophecy. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children captives, for in captivity and famine shall they get children. You see? And that's the time we in. All right? So this collapse, this chaos, they stopped this federal funding today. Today is February 1st. Yeah. Which pretty much roll into tomorrow. And here on, so on and so forth. It's going to cause chaos. And this is what people are going to do. Hey, these legals, illegals, citizens as a whole. Shoo, hey, people going to be stealing from one another, man. All right? Breaking into people's houses. It's going to cause a lot of chaos because the funding is no longer there. All right? And it's going to affect these cities, these states, these counties. People are going to go to all types of means to try to get ahead, kidnappings. Hey, again, the time it's also the time of famine. Okay? Which, hey, we really about to go through it. All right? When they should get children. Hey, they're going to be snatching women and children and kidnapping and trading them. Okay? For food and for goods and, you know, things of that nature, man. Because don't forget, those that came in through the border, man, a lot of them a bunch of damn freaks, man. All right? Then you got the people that's already over here in America, a bunch of damn freaks and pedos. You see that? It says that they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sins, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Right? Because this is the time of the collapse of Babylon, and you got Israelites still trying to hold on to this place, man. Y'all know who we are. All right? So it's the time of judgment. All right? Now, I typed in what happens when sanctuary cities lose funding. I got an overview. When sanctuary cities lose funding, federal funding, it creates significant budgetary and operational chaos, threatening billions in funds for essential services like education, public safety, housing, and health care. You see that? So people get sick, which, hey, the premiums already through the roof now. Okay? So, hey, these people already can't afford, so hey, it's a lot going on. All right, education, hell, that's been finished. America been stupid. All right? This last generation, man, they don't know nothing, man. You know? It says, as noted in reports by NILC and ABC, 7 San Francisco affected areas may face severe reductions in school lunch programs. You see? Hunger for kids. Emergency shelter. Hey, people out here in the elements. You see how the crime rate going to increase? Hey, people going to do anything to feed their kids. Hey, people going to do anything to try to, shit, you thought squatting was bad? Hell, this joint going to be through the roof. And as we read, people going to take their houses and spoil their goods. All right, we just read that in 2 Ezra 16. So people can try to find health, shelter, especially during these cold months. You know? And people gonna want to get out of the elements and not the chaos. You know? Wait till the heat comes. It says affected areas may face severe reduction in school lunch programs, emergency shelter, and law enforcement grants. You see? Hey, that's lack of patrol, man. All right, if you don't have law enforcement grants, man, they're not going to be enthused or have the oomph to go out there and do their job. They don't have new equipment, all right? Things of that nature. It says, while triggering immediate legal battles over the constitutionality of the cuts, key consequences includes budgetary shortfalls made to cities like New York, San Francisco, and others in the Bay Area face the loss of hundreds of millions to billions in federal aid, which covers critical sectors such as public health, transportation, and social services, according to reports from ABC 7 San Francisco and YouTube. Impact on services, specific programs under threat include FEMA disaster relief, child support services. Yeah, y'all need to cut that shit anyway. That child support. It says homeless shelters and community development projects as detailed in NILC and USCRI. So you see the effects that's going to happen, man. All right? Chaos. Public safety risk research suggests that forcing local police to act as federal immigration agents can erode trust, leading to lower crime reporting and reduce overall public safety, according to Urban Institute and State Court report. You see? Hey, they're not going to want to do their job. Crime rate is going to increase. Legal challenges sanctuary jurisdictions often sue, arguing that cutting funds and unconstitutionally coercive is unconstitutionally coercive. My fault, y'all. Previous legal challenges have resulted in federal judges blocking similar attempts to withhold funds. Notes NPR. I mean that's it. I mean, it's just repeating itself. So you see, man, this was coming, man. They follow through with these funding cuts. I mean, they were the first. And Trump don't be taking about his words like that, man. All right? Hey, they call him Taco. Hey, when he dealing with these other countries and tariffs. But when he say, hey, he can snatch something from America, hey, he do that quick. All right? Remember, this is a time of prophecy, man. Them bringing the pale horse, them causing all this death, pain, and chaos. Remember, he is as death and is as hell. All right, so this is the time we in, man. So hey, say pray to the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. Hold firm to the faith, man, to the faith. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai. Got us, man. All right, just continue to hold on, man. We don't got that much longer, man. Hell, we've been holding on this long. We ain't got nothing else to do. And most definitely ain't nothing else to go back out there to the world too. All right, all we got to look forward to is the kingdom, man. All right, so pray for the names of Yahweh Shema Shai.